Imagination represents the seamless union of objectivity and subjectivity, requiring boundaries to become experiential. These boundaries constitute what we call reality. As we awaken from our perception of reality, our desire to understand its true nature deepens. When we ask, "What is reality?" we are fundamentally asking, "What is God?" because God and reality are one and the same, the observer and the observed, the creator and the creation. Reality reflects God, and this recognition shapes everything that follows. The way we view God fundamentally determines how we perceive creation, ourselves, and the nature of existence itself. Our understanding of God cascades through our entire experience of the world. Various spiritual systems offer structured frameworks for understanding this. Hermeticism, Rosicrucianism, and esoteric Christianity each provide different explanations of how reality operates and the celestial hierarchies through which creation unfolds. Yet when we speak of how Source creates, we venture beyond our usual conceptual boundaries. Source encompasses far more than our common understanding of love or goodness. It is everything: potential, possibility, probability, actuality, the unmanifested and the manifested, all that has ever been and all that will be, encompassing things we cannot yet imagine and those we have already deeply explored. Because of this vastness, we can only begin to comprehend our Source self through imagination. Imagination offers our closest link to Source, providing direct connection to our God self through its boundless nature. Reality is imagination given structure, much like clay shaped into form. At its highest level, reality reflects God's imagination. In this universe, the theme being explored is light, which inherently creates shadow. This interplay between light and shadow forms the foundation for everything, enabling endless exploration of this duality in varying degrees of subtlety and intensity. What we call Source, Spirit, or God can also be referred to as imagination. Focusing on imagination highlights its creative aspect, the part of Source we might call mind. When Hermetic principles state that all is mind, they point directly to this, imagination. Our imagination represents our ultimate creative power, and at the highest level, we are pure creative energy clothed in a veil of logic. Our thoughts create reality because our minds are fractals of the universal mind, fragments of Source's infinite creative potential. One little thing I wanted to mention: if you've been enjoying these videos and would like to support the channel, there's now a join button right below. So if you feel inclined, I'd really appreciate your support. Source embodies oneness as well, manifesting as the unified field of consciousness. This oneness complements imagination by introducing feeling as a dimension of creation. Feelings arise from the recognition that all is one, and they prove just as vital in creating reality as thoughts. All of life carries sentience, even when not immediately apparent. This sentience, stemming from oneness, generates reality through magnetism as the force behind creation at both universal and personal levels. Reality creation begins with Source manifesting themes through imagination, much like zooming in on a single quality within the infinite sea of intelligence. By focusing on one theme deeply, we find ourselves immersed within that aspect of creation. The quality being explored in our universe is light, and through this exploration, we uncover the structure of reality itself. Light inherently introduces duality because its existence creates the possibility of shadow. This duality persists even at the most refined levels of existence, where contrasts remain subtle, and it continues as we move into denser layers of this universe. The universe operates like a battery with positive and negative charges, where opposing forces generate attraction, the principle underlying the law of attraction. In a universe centered on light, the dynamics of attraction and polarity shape reality's fundamental structure. At its essence, reality consists of parameters, boundaries that allow us to engage with imagination. As infinite and eternal beings, we encompass everything and nothing simultaneously, containing all that was and all that will be. To experience something tangible and objective, we must impose boundaries on this infinitude. Reality exists as the interplay of subjectivity and objectivity in perfect harmony, where the two coexist so seamlessly that no clear distinction emerges between them. At the highest levels, they form a unified field we might call imagination. This unified field requires parameters to become experiential. Themes like light serve as initial boundaries, giving shape and structure to the infinite and allowing us to experience reality in a visceral, tangible way. This process introduces layers of creation, from the oversoul to individual streams of consciousness, permitting us to manifest specific realities within imagination's framework. Source creates reality through primal fields of sound and light, the fundamental building blocks of existence, often referred to in mysticism as vibration, absolute motion, or the primal waters. These fields carry Source's intention for the universe, functioning as a blueprint for creation. Our universe operates as a free will system, a consensus reality where any paradigm, spiritual system, or subset of reality we wish to experience becomes available. By entering this universe, we gain the ability to create and explore specific experiences such as physical embodiment, which can only be accessed through the third density of this reality. Higher densities offer other unique experiences, though they lack the same parameters for physicality. Understanding how you create your own reality requires recognizing that this process unfolds across multiple levels. Source itself generates themes and universes. We then enter these universes, choosing the density or aspect we wish to experience. Finally, we actively participate in creation within our chosen reality, interacting with its parameters and collaborating with others who possess free will. At this personal level, creating reality requires deep understanding of existing laws and structures within your chosen density. It remains fundamentally cooperative, shaped by these boundaries and by interactions with others. Spiritual awakening becomes critical in this process, involving the release of denial at all levels of being. Awakening means recognizing and embracing every part of consciousness, the aspect connected to Source as well as our emotional and physical selves. Denying any aspect of this completeness obstructs the creative process. Awakening is the journey out of cosmic denial, empowering us to reclaim our true role as creators. Reality itself functions as layers deep in a dream within a dream within a dream, created so we can experience something real enough to push against, yet flexible enough to evolve. Evolution represents the process of growing out of one layer of the dream into the next, a journey that involves both escape from each layer's confines and a deepening of self-awareness. Love stands central to this entire process. Love provides the order that allows us to create structured realities and the means to evolve beyond them. As we grow, love guides us, offering both the boundaries needed for experience and the path to liberation. Love remains the force that allows us to create and transcend, to explore and to awaken. Love functions as a universal force facilitating growth, not merely as a feeling. It establishes the structures through which we experience reality and serves as the mechanism by which we evolve beyond those structures. This dual role allows us to explore who we are through countless reference points, each offering new perspective and layers of understanding. As we experience these reference points, we evolve, shedding old parameters and stepping into higher levels of consciousness. This evolution unfolds according to an inherent order that allows growth to develop naturally, moving us toward greater awareness, greater understanding, and ultimately, greater unity with Source. The process transcends self-realization to include co-creation with others within reality's framework. Love, as the organizing principle, ensures that while we may begin at different points and move at different paces, we remain interconnected within the same universal journey of creation and evolution. Creating reality within reality begins with understanding what reality actually is. Without this understanding, we become lost in our desires, wishing to manifest without comprehending the structures at play. Reality creation requires alignment between three key aspects of our energy field: thoughts, emotions, and actions. Each aspect corresponds to a different facet of our being and plays a crucial role in the creative process. The mental body, associated with thoughts, represents our connection to Source consciousness, the realm of limitless possibility where we remember our divine nature and the truth that we can create anything we wish to experience. This dimension houses our capacity to dream, imagine, and conceptualize potential realities. The heart center, associated with emotions, reflects the oneness of existence. Through feelings we connect to the unified field of consciousness, experiencing empathy, love, and the recognition of our interconnectedness with all life. Emotions carry power equal to thoughts in shaping reality. The physical body, associated with actions, anchors creation in tangible form. It represents the will, our ability to act and manifest desires in the physical plane. Through action, we bring the intangible into the realm of experience, giving shape and substance to our thoughts and emotions. For powerful creation to occur, these three aspects must exist in harmony. When they align, we tap into our full creative potential. If one aspect contradicts the others, if actions and emotions deny our thoughts, or if thoughts and emotions lack corresponding actions, the creative process becomes fragmented, leading to frustration and the conviction that we cannot manifest our reality. Perfection in these aspects remains unnecessary. What matters is a working understanding of their interplay. By acknowledging and integrating these facets of consciousness, we begin to create more deliberately and effectively. Many of our struggles in manifesting reality stem from denying certain aspects of ourselves or failing to recognize their influence. Understanding this dynamic proves key to overcoming such obstacles. Within the framework of light exist countless versions of reality to explore, arising from different densities and dimensions of light, each offering unique parameters and experiences. Even within the same density, the possibilities for creation remain vast, allowing for diverse expressions of reality. Love stands as the force behind all creation, the desire to know, to experience, and to grow. It is through imagination, the boundless creative aspect of Source, that all truths are held and all realities are born. By aligning with this understanding, we can create consciously, harmonizing with the universal forces that shape our existence.